Hello. A wise man once said, an eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. If you recognize this quote, you might know who we're talking about today. Today, I will inform you of the achievements of one very peaceful man, Gandhi. After doing significant research, I have learned a lot about the world's most peaceful man. I will be telling you about the Satyagraha, India's independence, and everything else Gandhi's achieved in his life, to the last point in the form of some fun facts. Let's start by telling you what even is the Satyagraha. I am starting with the Satyagraha because it is the building stone for everything to come. Satyagraha is a form of non-violent resistance developed by Gandhi in 1906 during his time in South Africa. This information comes from Britannica's Satyagraha website article thing. The main idea at play is to convert instead of coercing the other party. The main principles are non-violent struggles and using the truth. Also boycotting. The main rules were as follows. No anger. Suffer the anger of your opponent, so don't let them do what they wish. Defend your house in a non-violent way, however. Submit to prison, and when in prison, be a model prisoner. So again, boycott them, but if they try to do anything, don't stop them. Now we can get to how Gandhi employed this Satyagraha technique to gain India's independence. India's independence was a movement already in place when Gandhi got back to India in 1915. But Gandhi is the person who eventually basically put it over the edge as for getting India's independence. Gandhi arrived back in India in 1915, but actually originally entered the political atmosphere in conflict with a unified, commerce-oriented territory. And this comes from Ghosh's book. The first use of Satyagraha in India was from 1920 through 1922, where they basically boycotted everything British. So if it had anything to do with British goods, anything that the British had given them, they boycotted all of it. The main attempts with Satyagraha failed at their primary objective, so the main attempts did not actually achieve India's independence themselves, but they did achieve in uniting the Indian people with national sentiment. So they did manage to unite the Indian people into wanting Indian independence. Gandhi's attempts did, however, cause the Congress Working Party to give Britain a resolution demanding India's independence, or they were going to do more Satyagraha campaigns. And, well, the British declined that, so a couple months later, they started the Quit India movement, which was, you'll never guess this, another Satyagraha campaign demanding self-rule for India. That was the only way to get this new one to stop. Just over 5 years later, on August 15th of 1947, India got its independence from Britain. Now, who's ready for some fun facts? I tried to pick fun facts from all points in Gandhi's life. Gandhi was the youngest of four siblings, including two brothers and one sister. Gandhi was born on the 2nd of October 1869 and died on the 30th of January in 1948, making him 78 years old at death. The most peaceful man was killed in an assassination 1 year after India's independence. So, sadly, he didn't get to see India's independence for very long. He also, was assassinated, which is kind of ironic, being as he was, against violence. Gandhi was won Times Person of the Year award all the way back in 1930, 17 years before India had gained its independence. Gandhi earned the nickname the Great Soul, at least in India. Gandhi's funeral procession was approximately 8 kilometers long, or for us stupid people here in the U.S., about 5 miles. Just under. In conclusion, Gandhi was a major politician and the most peaceful man ever. Gandhi came up with the Satyagraha in South Africa and then used it to gain India's independence. Now, don't we all wish that Gandhi was still alive, and in his prime, to help us, so that he could help us with our current world problems?